Hi, Steve Von Brand here for the Bass College. I'm down here at Anchor Marine getting ready for the paycheck guys to come in and weigh in. We're going to be doing some interviews and find out how they did out there today. Earlier this week the bass were on fire here in the Upper Bay, slamming crankbaits and jigs and drop shots all around the docks and brush piles, but when that temperature dropped to 12 degrees and then 14 degrees, that turned them off, and then we started catching them on blade baits. So we're going to see how they did today. The water had been muddy, but it didn't seem to matter until it got cold, and then those blade baits came into effect, and you had to find some of the deeper, clearer water in the brush piles and on the drop-offs. So we'll see how they did, and they'll be in a minute. Very nice day today, 52 degrees, little cloud cover, so hopefully they did well. We'll see you in a minute at the weigh-in. Those were some real nice bass we had you on video with the other day.
Yeah, we got lucky. It ain't been an easy bite.
You did manage to find some though, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Good.
But, 38 degrees, 37 degree water temp is tough.
Right, went from 50 and 52 right down to 38, 39.
Yeah, it's such a short, what, 6-7 days?
Yeah.
You know, it really shuts them down. Shuts their metabolism down. I think some of them moved, starting to go to like more of the winter areas.
Did you find some out on the drop-offs around the brush piles and things like that?
What are we catching today, Joey?
Off rocks, docks, pilings, and some been up shallow, some been deep.
Well, that's good though. So there's still we have some decent weather like this and it doesn't drop down real cold. You'll probably have some moving up again shallow and still on the same kind of pattern for a little while.
We hope so.
The sassafras had skim ice on it all the way across it the other day.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were at Wednesday, the whole left side or the right side of the creek had ice across it, and all the cuts were iced over as well.
Who we got here fishing along the shore waiting for paycheck? Why, it's Steven Snyder.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Good.
I saw you catching some nice bass with Ben out there on the boat the other day, huh?
Yeah, I was catching some nice ones.
Yep, you caught that one on a crankbait. You nailed it. I got that all on video.
Yeah, I did.
That was pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
Were you here this morning when they took off?
Yeah, I'm going out later with Ben and Mike later.
Okay, good. Good. Maybe we can get a couple of good ones for the site after that. About your day. This is Gray Buck. You guys probably know him. If you followed any of the fishing, FLW, Penn State, if you're on Facebook, he's all over the place. Pretty good stick here on the bay. What happened out there in that 39 degree water?
We caught one this morning.
Yeah.
After that it got slow. Didn't have another bite.
Yeah. Did you throw in the blade baits?
Yeah, the crankbait.
Yeah. Well, they were hitting crankbaits, real good earlier in the week. But as soon as it dropped to 14 degrees, that changed everything. That muddy water didn't matter or anything earlier.
Yeah.
But that cold weather, that shut them down pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
But you got one?
Yeah, we got one.
Was there any size? What, 2, 2.5?
Yeah.
That's about the average what they have.
See if we can get something a little bit longer.
Well, you got about 45 minutes.
No, we're not fishing the tournament.
No, aren't you?
We're just fishing.
Are you on? Oh, then Steven's probably going to want to jump on there with you.
We had him out here earlier today.
I know. We had him out last week. He nailed some real good ones on video on crankbaits.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right, man. Good luck. Have fun.
Thanks. See you later.
There's a couple of anglers you may know. Mike Ward in the front. Pro staff for us in the back, Ben Werbos. Decided to just fish around here for a few minutes.
Well, our few better spots just wouldn't do anything for us this morning at high tide, and we tried several times. We couldn't get it going.
I just talked to Marcus Griffin over there by the rocks. They've got 3. They're having a tough time though. Got one on a blade bait and the other 2 on plastics.
got one on a jig pretty early this morning. We thought we were gonna be in good shape, but then we really just haven't been able to get them to bite. They're around.
Well, you got water temps, what, about 39, 40?
They're 40, pretty steady. Yeah, 40.5.
So where'd you hit mostly? Just like the brush piles and the deeper docks on the edges, or?
Yeah, we went to, you know, some of the brush piles that we know that are right next to some pretty deep water. And a lot of times it seems like they come up and feed on that shallow flat that's there. And it helps that on top of the flat is a bunch of gravel and stone. So, you know, we've been able to catch them pretty good there. Just that, how many times did we go back there, Ben? Three times?
We saw a lot of other guys try it too. No one stayed long. They didn't go.
Just couldn't get anything going on.
Yeah. And you tried, what, the blade baits and all too?
Blade baits.
We're trying them hours off and on.
You know, flat-sided cranks this morning. You know, the one fish came on a compact flat blue pig.
River pig.
River pig jig, yeah.
Just did a little promo on River Pig Jigs just a little while ago. Put some reel snot on the reels and the line. How's that perform in the real cold weather?
This time of year, you got to have the reel snot on. Really helps with, you know, line stiffness. And so, yeah, Ben and I both were spraying it on this morning. Getting our line good condition.
So how many boats do we end up with out there for the winter series like this?
We only had 3, but I don't know, 5 or 6 put in this morning maybe.
Yeah. Ben, you did pretty well earlier in the week, even though it was freezing cold and the water was a little muddy on those blade baits, didn't you?
Yeah, earlier this week, all these had skim lights on them. You couldn't even fish them, but found some open water by the rocks and the point, and they were willing to hit it if you got it in front of them. And I had to sit on the bottom a sec and had to be right on the structure, but they were willing to eat it.
Good. Well, Ben's got a new video coming out on blade baits and some tips for winter bass, don't you, Ben? That you'll be putting up later this week?
Got a couple of tricks to keep your hands warm and other stuff.
Cool. So we'll look forward to that. So we'll see you guys at the weigh-in.
Hey, Mark.
Oh, boy.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh man, got lucky. I'm gonna get a picture of you.
Okay, it's Marcus Griffin. What'd you have, Marcus?
We had a 589 today, Joey Murphy and I.
All right. And you caught them what, out there on the blade baits like everybody else, the drop shots, soft
Drop
flats?
shot and shaky heads.
Drop shot and shaky head.
That's the deal when it's about 39 degrees, isn't it?
What was funny is I couldn't get a blade bait bite. I caught one fish on a blade bait.
Yeah.
It wasn't a keeper.
You would have expected them to be on that too, huh?
I did. Well, I did lose 2 good ones on a blade bait, but
Yeah.
didn't get them in the boat, so they don't count.
All right, well, let's just see a couple real quick and then we'll get them right back in. All right. Nice, man. Thanks.
That's a nice fish.
All right, we'll see you guys at Battle on the Bay.
We look forward to it.
Who's up next, Mike?
We got Matt Novak from New Jersey. About to bring in some fish here. Yeah, he's got some neat spots on him up there. He's big.
Oh, wow.
Matt Novak always catches good bass.
The legend, Matt Novak. All right. Pretty good, man. 583.
Oh,
Damn. Get that, Krista? Nice fish.
oh my.
738 for the total.
Is that two?
Good job.
Is that two fish?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got one. Guess we might as well not even weigh there, baby.
Ben Warvos coming in to weigh in Mike's fish with him.
Down. Hey, Rick.
That's two.
Big fly.
Yes. Want to verify that weight for me? 636.
All right. There we go. Ben Warvos and Mike Ward's fish. Nice.
They were nice.
Good job, Ben, for a tough day.
Too bad only two of them. Yeah, we got one in the first 10 minutes, Mike did, and then I got one in the last 10 minutes.
All right. Well, we're going to look forward to seeing that tips video that you got coming out, and we'll see everybody here at Battle on the Bay on April the 9th for the opener.
All right, we got Matt and Dave came in today with two fish, but the big fish of the tournament at 5.83 pounds, and they also had the winning weight of 7 pounds. It says 7.38 pounds, and then Ben and I had 6.36, and Marcus and Joey had 5.89, so pretty close. And congratulations, Mr. Novak and Mr. Bolcher.
Belcher.
Belt.
Belcher.
Oh, you know what? I can't read my own handwriting. That's all. I can't read my own handwriting.
He'll figure that out when he's handing out the first place money to you, $7,000 to $8,000 on Battle on the Bay.